Hi, welcome to another episode of David Rides a Trike. I'm David, I'm riding a trike. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I try to encourage people to get out and do something fun, ride a bike. In my case, it's a recumbent trike. Walk, run, do something outside to make themselves feel good. And this is especially true for those suffering with chronic illnesses or disabilities. Getting outside, doing something you enjoy, makes you feel better and takes your mind off of your medical or physical issues. Personally, I was diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic when I was 1.5 years old. I've had 3 organ transplants, stage 3 cancer. I am borderline legally blind, and a bunch of other things, many of which I've honestly forgotten about and I don't remember until somebody brings them up to me. As you can see, I am riding on a trail. This is the Des Plaines River Trail in northeastern Illinois. I ride here almost all the time. Because of my vision impairment, I don't ride much on the roads. I do when the trail's in bad condition, and when I ride on the roads, it's only on routes I'm very familiar with and have very low traffic. What I wanted to talk about today is trail etiquette, kind of the rules of the road for riding on a trail. This year, because of COVID, the trail's actually a lot busier. A lot of people looking to get out and do something, and riding or walking or running is a safe alternative to doing something outside. But like driving, there are rules that you should adhere to. The first one is when you hear somebody behind you call out on your left, it means somebody is coming up to pass you on your left. There's only one proper reaction to this: move to your right. On your left does not mean turn around to see what's going on and stay planted in the middle of the trail. It doesn't mean move to your left, and it definitely doesn't mean turn around and give a dirty look to whoever it was who called out on your left. They're simply giving you a warning that they're coming up so that you don't accidentally get run into. On the other hand, if you're a cyclist or a runner and you're about to pass somebody, call out on your left. Let them know you're coming. When you ride a bike, unless you really work at it, bikes have a tendency to go where the rider is looking. So if a rider is looking off to his left, there's a chance they're going to drift a little bit to the left. So if you're coming up to pass and that rider turns his or her head to the left and starts to drift, there can be an accident. I've seen them. And they can be really bad. So if you're riding and you're going to pass, just call out on your left before you get up there. Let the person know. Likewise, if you hear on your left, move over to your right so the person can pass. Kind of an extension of that is when two or more people are walking or riding on the trail and they hear on your left, the one innermost or on the left of that group or couple should move over to the right. People block the trail all the time, and I honestly don't know what they're thinking. Another thing people do is walkers and runners, for some reason, often walk or run on the other side of the trail. Rather than sticking to their right, they stick to their left. So if you're coming towards them and there's a person coming towards you on their left, they're in your lane. I don't know why people do this. I'm sure they don't drive on the left side of the road. Why would they walk on the left side of the trail? And the accident I saw with a cyclist who was coming up from behind another one and did not call out on your left, the accident occurred because there was a person walking on the first cyclist's right. He couldn't move over, and a guy was passing on the left, and the first cyclist moved over a little bit to the left, so he wouldn't walk into the runner or the walker, and that's what caused the accident. So please, stick to the right side of the road. The third thing I wanted to talk about, not sure if this is the third or fourth, you count, you let me know, is during this age of COVID, there are a lot more parents with kids out on the trail. And I think this is a great thing. Get the kids out, teach them to ride when they're young, teach them the love of the trail, but also teach them the correct rules. I often see parents, one parent on the far right, then a kid or two to the left, and then the other parent all the way on the left. And these trails aren't that wide. So if a cyclist comes up and says on your left, while the parent who's furthest on the left might know to move to the right, the kids don't quite get it. And a lot of times I'll see the parent say to the kid, move over. Well, the kid doesn't know which side to move to. And even if the parent says move to your right, these are little kids a lot of times. And hell, sometimes someone says something to me about my right hand or my left hand and I get the wrong one. So that's a dangerous situation too. If you're riding with little kids, rather than riding across the trail, ride single file. Have the kids in front or one parent in front with the kids behind and the other parent at the back, and a single file on the right. That way if someone comes up, says on your left and wants to pass, everybody's already in the proper position. Parent can tell the kid, just keep going like you're going, that's great. And the kid learns. So that's it. On your left means you're getting passed. On your left, please move over to the right. If you're walking or running, please stick to your right side of the road, of the trail. And if you're riding with kids, ride in single file. There's a lot less chance of an accident happening that way. that's it for this episode. You can probably tell because I'm wearing the balaclava that it's pretty cool out today. I think it started in the mid-40s when I first started riding today, but it's warmed up a little bit, and you can probably see the trees are starting to change a little bit. Hopefully there'll still be some good outdoor riding. If you enjoyed this episode, or even if you didn't, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button down below. Please subscribe to my channel by hitting that subscribe button, and then tap the little bell so you get notifications when I have a new video out. Also, I've launched my new website, davidridesatrike.com. There's a link down below. Also down below are links to all the gear I use, my video gear for making these recordings. If you're in the market for any of them, I'd appreciate it if you could click on those links and purchase them that way. You'll get a really good price, and I get a small amount back for it, so I can continue making these videos. That is it. I will see you on the next ride. Bye-bye.